Live trade case study here on the euro. Okay, so I am long from this current level where we are at right now. Okay, so I went long just up here, and my premise of the trade is a couple of things. We have come into a high time frame key support level. We are now at the open of New York. Okay, 8 a.m. Well, we've opened at 7 a.m. so we're approaching that 8 a.m. New York session, and we have a strong bullish bar. Okay, this bar is very strong. I expect the next two bars to be quite bullish. My target here is up at these equal highs at 2326. Okay, that's where I will collapse the trade. There is news at 8:30 a.m. so I'm hoping we can get above here prior to that news. If we don't get above there prior to the news, then I will give a little bit of flexibility on my stop loss. Okay, just because of the volatility index once the news release occurs. But I do want to see this kind of get up to there. I think the news will push it up, so we might not be as lucky as I want to be to get up to there prior to the news volatility injection. Okay, a safer entry would be that you wait for the market to get above this level. Okay, I'm anticipating that we will get above that level. Okay, so I've entered early, and the reason it's safer to enter up there because you have a low, a high, a lower low, and then this would be a high above this high, and then this then would be support. Okay, this entire bar would then be support, but I'm anticipating that we're going to get above here already. Okay, so I'm already anticipating that we're going to have a low, high, low, and some sort of higher high, and then this will be the supporting price above there. Okay, so I'm kind of jumping in early because of my experience in understanding what this pattern is, and based on the fact that we've come into a high time frame objective at the right time. That high time frame objective is a gap on the 4 hourly, so there's no need, I'm not trying to hide it. Let me show it to you here. Okay, this is the 4-hour chart, and this tiny little gap there, right? Let me try and make this big so you'll be able to see that. This tiny little gap there is where this bar has come into and found support, okay? And also this 4-hourly bullish order block. Note that this candle, let me just turn off the crosshairs. This candle has taken all this liquidity. This candle has come into that bullish order block, which has taken all this liquidity on the left, okay? And that's where this entire move has started, okay? So we've started going up, come back into this order block, taking that liquidity, moved up, okay? Come back down into this order block, taking this liquidity and balancing this inefficiency. That's what makes this a higher time frame objective, okay? And the fact that it's all happened at, look at the time there, 6 a.m. is a key reversal, okay? But this is a 4-hour chart. Inside of there, it's actually 7 a.m. is a reversal, okay? Right there, that's a 7 a.m. candle. We've created a swing low at a key point, at a key time, okay? 7 a.m. is in New York open. I like to trade New York anywhere from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., okay? So that's the reason for the trade, and we have very clear equal highs up here, very clear equal highs to target 2326. If we measure in terms of the distance, entry was here, that's around 140 pips, okay? So a decent move to those highs, and that's essentially the high of Asia, okay? That's the high of Asia. I think we'll go through there, okay? So I have a number of lots on. I'm going to take majority of my position off at that level there, but I think we can actually get up to 2336, which is a level I've called previously, and that is above those equal highs, okay? I don't know if we do all of that today, but I am going to keep on some of my positions to get those equal highs at 2336, okay? So looking to really, this is my current target, okay, and then this is my ultimate objective. We'll see how the market behaves with the news release at 8:30 to see how quickly we can get up there, okay? So I'm going to now let this trade run, and I'm going to go on mute, okay? If I need to say something, I will come back online, but we are essentially watching. Let's just keep this level on for now, okay? And then once we get through that level, then I'll open up the chart to see where we're headed. So now we still got to get a bit more above for that to be support. But as I said, low, high, lower low, expecting a higher high, and then that up candle in this swing high will be the support once we get above that high. Okay, so low, high, lower low, higher high is what I want to see. Okay, then that up candle, because that's the up candle for that swing high that made this new low. Okay, that's the structure. Once that structure is broken, then that turns us bullish. Okay, we've taken all this liquidity on the left, and we've come into, as I said, a high time objective, that 4-hourly gap, and into that order block as well on the 4-hourly chart. Okay, so as I said, I've entered early on this bar. This signature, where you've got this candle going up, coming back down immediately to the high of the previous candle, is a bullish signature. But I want to see two strong bullish candles after this one. Okay, two strong bullish candles. Okay, and I guess that the news will probably achieve that objective. Okay, so I'm going to go on mute. I'm going to leave this running. I'll come back if I need to say anything more. Nice reaction here from the news, which has injected the volatility. We'll switch over to a 5-minute chart, and I'm looking for these highs, okay? As mentioned previously, looking for these equal highs at 2326, okay? So we'll continue to monitor this, and I'm just going to go back on mute, let this do its thing. Nothing more for me to do other than to just manage this trade now, which I don't believe there's anything required. I do want to just see that get hit, and I've already got take profit levels that will come off once we get up to that 2326, okay? There you go, folks. We've hit our target, okay? And I will post a separate video talking more about why I entered. I did also buy some here at 2307. So it's a nice trade. You can look at the results on my Twitter post at Forex Recipes, okay? It's where I post all of my trades. I journal them all on Twitter. I will talk about why I left the trade on when we got close to the target and had this pullback, okay? The key with leaving it on is a couple of things. One, the ultimate objective. Second, the directional bias. Third, the time that this is happening, and the price action of what I see to give me confidence in leaving this on, okay, expecting to take out those highs, and why I had confidence and waited to leave that trade on, even though we came back all the way down here. Still didn't stop me out. I was still in the money, but it had a fairly deep pullback. I'll talk in a separate video why I was comfortable with that, okay, and it's all based on what I see in terms of the price action, the time this is happening, and what I expect to happen, which is this move up here. I still am expecting higher prices, okay, either today or into the rest of the week. I still have some lots on for a higher objective up at 2336, okay, but for now we've reached our immediate objective. I have closed and locked in some profits, which I will journal, so look out for those in Twitter in the coming days. I'll post them most likely tomorrow, and then I'll also post a video which talks more about the lessons that we can learn from this trade, okay? For now, we've met our objective, profit targets met. We are at the high of those equal highs have now been taken out with this move, okay? And we are now at the high of Asia, okay? This here was the high of Asia, okay? So we had high of Asia, London was down low, and New York is up high, okay? So I hope this was insightful. This was my first post of live trade case study for your learning on the channel, and now I will follow up with a second video where we're going to talk about this trade, why it was put on, how I established the targets, why I left it on even though we had a deep pullback, still wasn't anywhere near my entries, why I entered down here, and we could have, if you notice this candle, okay, this was the exact type of candle I saw that I mentioned when I made the entry, okay? So rewind the video back to the start where I spoke about this exact candle pattern and what I am expecting to see after that, which we're seeing now as well, and what we saw previously when I entered on that type of a candle earlier down, somewhere down below here, I can't remember, somewhere up here I think it was, on maybe it was on a 50-minute chart, okay? So I hope it was insightful. We'll talk more about this trade, and I will now talk with you in a future video.